Hi, good morning. Today I'm speaking with Torsten Thiele, who is the founder of Global Ocean Trust, and we are continuing our conversation about biodiversity as an asset class. And it's really great to be talking to Torsten because he has expertise in both areas, in the area of marine biodiversity, but then also he worked for many years in finance and currently is a visiting fellow at LSE and also is contributing to IASS in Potsdam. So Torsten and I had been having a very interesting conversation about this whole concept of whether it is enough really to attribute a monetary value to biodiversity, with the understanding that biodiversity gives back far more than we invest in it. And so because he's an expert in the marine ecosystem space, I had asked him the question, what can we do now really to protect biodiversity and ensure that we are able to continue to reap its benefits and to harvest this asset class 10 years down the line?
Thank you, Colleen. I believe that this foundational piece, nature is really the foundation of value, and therefore protecting, conserving, and restoring it provides a huge investment opportunity to deliver long-term value. And so the difference really in this focus is, rather than looking at what can we take out now, is the perspective of what can we put in now so that nature can rebuild its own resilience, its capacity to deliver, to provide. And it's so crucial to understand that the ocean is the largest part of the living sphere on the planet. And so the marine biodiversity is so foundational for food, for energy, for health, for our entire logistics chain, for really everything. So we really need to understand it better. But this metaphor, really, this thinking about it as a blue natural capital asset class, helps us financial people to think about it as something where we can put our effort into to build something that has value in years and decades to come. And I like to use this little example of, if I had a Picasso hanging behind me now, that would be a really valuable asset to have, and it becomes more valuable over time. And everybody can participate in that value if we make it public, if it is open, accessible, available. So the Picasso in the museum, or the nature out there for all the communities and all the people enjoy, that's really a valuable resource. And that resource is only there if we put our effort into it now. And that's really where a lot of the challenge lies for investors, because they don't see what is the product that gives me this long-term investment opportunity. There really is a full understanding now that we want to invest into impact, that the Sustainable Development Goal 14 life underwater is a key part of that, but it receives little money at the moment because we haven't crystallized those asset investment opportunities. And I think we can. That's what's so great about it. In the coastal sphere, huge opportunities for seascapes, coastscapes, thinking about working with nature, nature-based solutions to storm rises, to hurricanes, and obviously to livelihoods. And so that's where working with nature works. And these blue carbon ecosystems, for instance, are great carbon sinks, but they're really much more. They are part of the adaptation, they're part of this biodiversity nexus that gives us a real opportunity. And we're talking about significant sums that can be put into this space, provided that we use the tools that we as finance people know, that come out of projects finance, that come out of structuring, that come out of venture equity and private equity, to apply this kind of thinking and putting it in place for the blue finance space. So that's why I'm so excited about this area.
Well, just speaking to you has gotten me really very interested and curious about, on the one hand, how venture capital could again be leveraged in the ocean space, but also, thinking all around, supply chain economics, and also the value of the goods and the services really provided by natural capital to humanity, and the ways in which maybe those of us who are working in the more corporate space could also start thinking about, on the one hand, there are investment tools which could be, utilized in order to preserve natural capital, but also, corporates who have an interest in, and there are so many, everybody from sort of food suppliers to even, commodities traders who are working in the ocean space. What can we do in order to secure investment or to continue to reap the value of natural capital? So I think this concept of investing in natural capital, on the one hand, could be a very strict understanding of financial tools and methodologies that could be brought to bear in various biosphere ecosystems like the marine space. But also, we can think about ways in which other types of companies and other types of sort of corporative organizations can use their investment capacity in order to ensure that biodiversity can continue to sustain us in the years to come.
That's exactly right. And it's concepts like traceability that bring in a lot of data science. So that's a lot of technology that can be applied in this space. Concepts of the circular economy that deal with materials and material products and how better to use them and better to recover them. So there's a ton of opportunity in this new blue economy. And I'm very excited if people want to get involved in this area. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Torsten, and speak again sometime soon, I hope.
Pleasure.
Bye.